per degrees drive. NBA in multiple locations on Bravo 2.
Anyone was killed in this. You think about the three people that were transported to the hospital, two officers as well. One was knocked to the ground. The other one has extreme hearing loss. They hope that it isn't permanent. So when you think about that, we do have 5 people that were affected by this attack and this bombing this morning.
This is Special Ops Theta, Southeast. Chief Hargan.
It was a big RV. Could fit a lot of explosives in that, and obviously it did.
Just advise you, Engine 12 crew,
There it is. If you recognize
2 structural engineers, 1 A&T rep. They're going in the AT&T building from the 3rd Avenue side.
Okay, as we work to talk about the timeline here, taking you back to the morning, around 5:30 this morning is when officers responded to a call that shots were fired on 2nd Avenue. We played you that sound earlier too, and we saw a barrage. They were separated by 15 minutes, and it lasted for about 30 minutes or so. That's when police arrived on scene. They saw a suspicious RV, the one that we just showed you. Then around 6:15, an audio countdown began coming from what they think was the RV. It was a recorded voice, a woman's voice is what we are being told, that told everyone to evacuate the area. It was continuous. That was the time that police jumped right into action. They started going door to door, trying to clear the buildings, making sure that people were exiting away from 2nd Avenue. And then, right as the clock struck 6:30, the RV explosion happened. So a quick timeline, but it appears as though now that we see that RV arrived around 1:22 in the morning, what was going on between 1:22 and 5-something?
Mayor of Nashville, John Cooper, at 5 o'clock this evening, so we will get an update in about 3.5 hours now. 2.5 hours. I can't do math. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're talking in math. That's a true good.
In about 2.5 hours at 5 o'clock, we will carry that live on air and at WKRN.com to see what the mayor says. As far as information about the investigation, he probably won't have a lot. My guess is he's going to be talking about what Nashvillians should be doing over the weekend and what may be happening with these businesses, but we'll hear from the mayor at 5 o'clock tonight. Go ahead.
We had some sound earlier, and I'm sure that we've played it before, but I think it's worth playing again, that actually you can hear the rumbling and the explosion. I think that audio is very telling and important. This explosion and blast was through the area, so if you guys are able to get that, let me know and I'll stop, because you can see the cameras rumble, you can hear it. Okay, they're working to get it for us here, but as we continue to watch here, this is the scene from earlier today, and even now, we see first responders out there. The fire crews are still making sure they're dousing the area, but it's indicative to how much you can pack in that RV. Okay, here's some sound for you to hear. Go ahead. Stories. Right there in the area, and you can see that window be sucked in as well. We also have a vantage point from the skyline, and I know you showed that earlier as well, where you could see something shoot up by one of the poles that's through the area. Massive plume of smoke, and then this is what we're looking at now, the building, the communications building. Here it is for you. This is just really an incredible
watch the 3rd telephone pole. There it went.
Yeah, something shoots up.
And then the plume.
So my husband's in the military, and we were sitting here looking at this, and he said, listen, he's been deployed several times. He said, Alex, that's a big bomb. That to be able to have that kind of a plume and that kind of a powerful, like girth rattle, he said that's a really big something that's notable.
Let's go back to the Alert Desk News 2's Josh Breslow with new information.
That's right. So we just got an alert that was issued by BNA, Nashville International Airport, just tweeting out from their official account saying this is a travel alert that due to telecommunications issues associated with this morning's incident in downtown Nashville, FAA has temporarily halted flights out of BNA. They do expect the issues to be resolved and anticipate service to resume by 3 o'clock. So in about 30 minutes from now, they say an update will be provided by 3:30 our time, so about an hour. However, there is this halted flight situation. They say that this is due to telecommunications issues that are associated with the incident here in downtown Nashville. The FAA has temporarily halted flights out of BNA, Nashville International Airport. The issue is expected to be resolved by 3 o'clock. We will get an update here at 3:30. Of course, we'll pass you the latest on air and online. Guys.
Do you know, has the list grown? We know that Mount Juliet, Murfreesboro, Kentucky, a lot of police departments, 911 systems are down. We're running numbers. There's a lot of people with personal AT&T communications websites and internet service that's down.
Yeah, so basically at this point, the list just keeps on growing, so we're going to keep updating that on our website and at the bottom of your screen there. But it's just going to keep increasing as we see more and more of these different centers that do use AT&T say, look, we can't accept calls right now.
Josh Breslow at the Alert Desk. Keep us updated. Thanks, pal.
All right, Elizabeth Lane has since left for the day. We've got Chelsea Beinfor stepping in for her. She is at the staging area. Chelsea, I know that we have had first responders and different police chiefs talking to us throughout the day. Have you heard anything more? Is there any update, or what's the perspective from where you are?
Yeah, Alex, we just got here a few minutes, like you said, a few minutes ago to relieve Elizabeth Lane and our morning crew. Since we've been here in the last 10 minutes or so, we have not received any update from police on scene. Our assignment desk just notified us out here in the field that Mayor Cooper will be speaking in this area at 5 o'clock tonight to give us an update. So I'm going to step out of the way and we're going to show you what's going on. It's obviously a lot less chaotic than what was going on here this morning. There's still a few police cars down there, and of course investigators further down still surveying the scene and collecting evidence. Right now downtown is very quiet. There is a helicopter above us circling the area of 2nd Avenue where we are. Of course, if you live in Nashville, you're being asked not to come to the downtown area. It's not the time to come check it out or take pictures. Just stay at home if you can. This afternoon I talked to a man who lives down there off of 2nd Avenue. He was out walking his dog when the explosion went off. They witnessed it firsthand. He said they, of course, went back into their loft, and then he tried to come out a few hours later to take his dog out to use the bathroom again. He says police told them they needed to either shelter in place or evacuate the area. So that's what's happening with people down there in that area at this time. So like I said, we just arrived to relieve our morning crew, who was the first on scene here at that explosion this morning. We'll continue to keep you updated here from the media staging area. Alex.
All right, Chelsea, thank you so much. She brought up a point, and I wondered about this gentleman. We had some video of him, if it is the same man, walking his dog in the Nest footage. I don't know if we have that.
Watch this, guys.
Talking about, but it's right before. Okay, let's see if we can show that to you, because
watch this. This is crazy.
You can see the dog, and you can see the man. The police officer comes from the right into view, and we are told that he is telling him that he needs to evacuate the area. Well, before he can even get to them, clearly
that is crazy.
Explosion, they are knocked to the ground. And then in another view, we see the gentleman with his dog walk away, which firstly is unbelievable that both didn't sustain serious injuries. But you can see the conversations underway. And remember that audio is playing here to evacuate the area at this time. So it's incredible.
Amazing they survived. It's just amazing. It's Christmas morning. A lot of you folks may be joining us throughout the day. We're going to stay with you throughout the day. I know a lot of this information is repetitive, but it is Christmas. There are a lot of folks at home. Most folks are with their families. You may be tuning in and tuning out, and we're trying to give you the most information and up-to-date information that we can. We apologize for the repetition, but this is an ongoing crime investigation, an ongoing crime scene. We're learning bits and pieces of information that are important, and we want to pass those along to you just as quickly as we can.
Absolutely, and we want to make sure that the information we're giving you is confirmed as well. Earlier, we